You've probably heard at least once that it's bad for a man to abstain for a long time. He'll get sick, weaken, and his testicles will shrivel up. Let us tell you what actually happens to a man if he decides to give up sex. The answer will surprise you. In fact, there is no clear answer to this question. Different men, different circumstances. The number of sexual partners changes with age, as does the need for sex itself. People are different, some want a lot and often, some live quite normally without sex, although due to toxic masculinity it is not customary to admit it. In a study involving 17,744 people in the United States, 15.2% of men and 26.7% of women reported not having sex in the past year, while 8.7% of men and 17.5% of women reported not having sex for 5 years or more. And guess what? Their level of happiness was no different than that of their more active opponents. It all depends on the reason why a man has no sex. Is it his choice or the fault of existing problems? If you don't have sex. While many studies show that regular sex can provide some health benefits, including improved immune system function, lower blood pressure, lower stress levels, and reduced risk of cardiovascular disease if sex is not had for months or even years, there are no negative physical health side effects. Yes, masturbation reduces stress levels, but you can masturbate alone. There is an indirect link between ejaculation and prostate cancer. A 2016 study found that men who ejaculated at least 21 times a month had a lower risk of prostate cancer compared to those who ejaculated 4 to 7 times a month. But this study used self-reported data. It's hard to say for sure whether people's responses are really accurate, since they were not observed under controlled laboratory conditions. And the conditions of the study themselves have been criticized many times before. Thus, there are no conclusive studies that prove that refusing to ejaculate is unhealthy. Is there sperm toxicity? In other words, what happens to the sperm that doesn't leave the man's body? Don't worry, it is either reabsorbed in the body, or the man will spurt out during sleep anyway. Some people think that wet dreams only happen to young guys, but that's not true. Also, ejaculation does not affect your sexual function, fertility, or desire. A 2015 study showed that men who ejaculated daily for 14 days had a slight decrease in sperm count in their ejaculate. However, this decrease did not cause the sperm count to fall below normal thresholds. In addition, frequent ejaculation had no effect on other indicators of sperm health, such as sperm motility and morphology. Can sperm run out? No. The male body maintains an excess of sperm. In fact, about 1,500 sperm are produced every second. That adds up to several million a day. No one can discharge that many sperm in a 24-hour period. Spermatozoa are created and develop during a 72-day cycle called spermatogenesis. The testicle is lined with a microtube, through which the sperm cells pass as they mature. Once they are fully mature, the sperm is ready to be released into the sperm and ejaculate from the body. It takes about 2 days to replenish the sperm supply after ejaculation. If a man ejaculates several times a day, the amount of fluid in semen released becomes less and less with each successive ejaculation. The fluid also tends to become more watery. To sum it up, there is no such thing as sperm toxicosis. Sperm won't give a man a headache and it won't make him dumb. His genitals won't shrivel up and he won't become impotent.